Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we're uncovering the top 4 most expensive Australian 50 cents coins in the current market. These coins might look like everyday change, but rare dates, mint errors, and special issues have made some of them worth big money. We're talking hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, even life-changing prices. If you've got old 50C coins lying around, stick around. One of them could make you rich. Let's get started. First up, the Australian 50-cent 2004 coin is one of those modern coins that continues to surprise collectors, especially when examined closely in circulated condition. What many people once saw as everyday change is now being reevaluated as a serious collectible with strong demand, rising attention, and exciting potential in today's action-driven coin market. Issued in 2004, this coin belongs to a period when Australian decimal currency had fully matured and gained global recognition for its distinctive style and consistency. Coins from this era are now entering a phase where history, nostalgia, and scarcity begin to intersect, creating powerful interest among collectors. The early 2000s represent a bridge between traditional coinage and modern collecting trends. The 2004 50-cent coin stands firmly in this transition, making it especially appealing to collectors who focus on modern coins with long-term upside. One of the most iconic aspects of the Australian 50-cent coin is its 12-sided shape. This dodecagonal design immediately sets it apart from other world coinage and remains one of the strongest visual identities in circulation coins today. Even in circulated condition, the shape and bold structure of the coin give it strong presence. Collectors often value circulated examples because they reflect real-world history while still holding visual authority. The obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, reinforcing continuity and tradition within Australian currency. Coins from different stages of her reign are widely collected, and the 2004 issue represents a well-established and respected era. The portrait on the coin reflects modern minting quality, with balanced detail and a dignified expression that remains clear even after years of circulation. This durability adds to the coin's reputation. On the reverse, the Australian coat of arms delivers powerful national symbolism. The kangaroo and emu, along with the shield and Commonwealth star, make the design instantly recognizable and deeply meaningful. Collectors are drawn to coins that carry national identity, and the 50-cent denomination has long been one of the most emotionally resonant coins in Australia. Circulated 2004 examples are becoming increasingly interesting because fewer high-quality pieces remain in everyday use. As circulation thins out, surviving coins gain greater attention. Rarity in modern coins often develops quietly, and the 2004 50-cent coin is a strong example of this process. It is not about low mintage headlines, but about condition and survival over time. Circulated condition does not reduce interest when the coin retains balanced wear, readable details, and original surfaces. Many collectors actively seek this level of authenticity. The collector market has recently shown renewed enthusiasm for everyday decimal coins that people once ignored. This shift in perspective has brought coins like the 2004 50 cent into focus. Auction activity reflects steady and growing interest, especially when circulated coins are clearly presented and appreciated for their historical role. Market values in dollars vary depending on demand and presentation, but circulated examples are increasingly being recognized as solid entry points with upside potential. Collectors understand that coins with strong recognition and popularity often outperform over time, even when they begin as common circulation pieces. The 50-cent series itself is one of the most actively collected denominations in Australia. Being part of this series adds natural demand and long-term confidence. As more collectors aim to complete date runs, demand increases for coins like the 2004 issue that are no longer easily found in daily transactions. This coin also appeals to younger collectors who remember using it, adding a layer of nostalgia that strengthens emotional connection. Nostalgia is a powerful driver in numismatics, and coins from the early 2000s are now reaching that sweet spot where memories turn into collecting motivation. Circulated coins tell a story of movement, trade, and everyday life. That story adds character, making each coin feel unique. The action market rewards familiarity combined with scarcity, and the 2004 50-cent coin fits that formula perfectly. Collectors who focus on long-term growth often look for coins that are widely recognized, but increasingly unavailable in appealing condition. Proper handling and storage help preserve circulated coins and maintain their desirability for future collectors. As awareness spreads through collector communities, demand continues to strengthen quietly but consistently. Coins like this are often described as sleepers, building value steadily rather than suddenly, which appeals to patient collectors. The modern era of Australian coin collecting is gaining respect, and the 2004 50-cent coin is becoming part of that respected group. Its consistent design, strong symbolism, and growing collector base support its long-term appeal. Many collectors believe modern circulated coins can play a key role in building valuable collections when chosen wisely. The possibility that everyday coins can contribute to life-changing collections keeps excitement alive in the hobby. This coin reminds collectors that opportunity often hides in plain sight. The more people look closely at their change, the more demand increases for overlooked dates like 2004. Momentum continues to build as supply slowly tightens. The coin's reputation grows with each passing year. What was once ordinary now feels increasingly special. Collectors who recognize this shift position themselves early. In conclusion, the Australian 50-cent 2004 coin in circulated condition stands as a highly demanded modern collectible with growing recognition and strong market confidence. Its iconic design, national symbolism, and emerging scarcity give it impressive dollar value potential in today's action market. For those who understand the power of modern coin collecting, this coin proves that even circulated change can hold the promise of something extraordinary. Next up, the commemorative Australian 50-cent 2000 coin is one of the most iconic modern coins ever released by Australia, especially when viewed today in circulated condition. This coin represents a once-in-a-lifetime moment in history, the arrival of a new millennium, and that alone gives it powerful emotional and collector significance in the modern action market. Issued in the year 2000, this 50-cent coin celebrates the turn of the millennium, a global milestone that will never be repeated. Coins connected to unique historical moments like this hold a special place in numismatics, and collectors across generations continue to seek them out with growing enthusiasm. The year 2000 marked a time of optimism, progress, and global attention on Australia. As the world stepped into a new era, this commemorative coin became a symbol of hope, national pride, and forward momentum, making it far more than everyday currency. One of the strongest features of this coin is its instantly recognizable 12-sided shape. The dodecagonal design has long set Australian 50-cent coins apart, and in the Millennium issue, it feels especially bold and meaningful. Even in circulated condition, the structure and presence of the coin remain strong. Collectors often appreciate circulated examples because they reflect real participation in history, having passed through hands during such a memorable year. The obverse features the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Designed by Ian Rank Broadley, this portrait is admired worldwide for its realism, dignity, and strength. The obverse lettering, Elizabeth II Australia 2000 IRB, is clear and confident. In circulated condition, the portrait still carries authority and balance, reinforcing the coin's high-quality minting. Ian Rank Broadley's design adds prestige to this issue. Coins bearing his effigy are consistently respected in the collector market, and his involvement strengthens long-term demand. The reverse design is where the Millennium theme truly shines. It features a stylized Australian flag, a powerful symbol of national identity, unity, and pride, perfectly suited to mark such a historic year. The words Millennium Year and 50 cents are boldly integrated into the design, making the purpose of the coin immediately clear. This clarity is one of the reasons the coin remains so popular. Designed by Vladimir Gottwald, the reverse captures celebration and symbolism in a clean, modern style. The design feels timeless, which is exactly what collectors want from a Millennium issue. Circulated examples of this coin are especially interesting because they were actively used during the year 2000 itself. That real-world connection adds depth and authenticity that many collectors find irresistible. As time passes, fewer circulated millennium coins remain in attractive condition. This natural reduction in supply strengthens collector demand year after year. Rarity for this coin is closely tied to condition. Circulated examples with balanced wear, readable lettering, and strong overall eye appeal are becoming increasingly desirable. The action market continues to reward coins that are instantly recognizable and historically significant. The 2000 Millennium 50-cent coin checks both boxes perfectly. Market values in dollars vary depending on demand and presentation, but circulated examples are increasingly being viewed as strong foundation pieces with upward potential. Collectors understand that coins tied to global milestones often gain value steadily rather than suddenly, making them ideal long-term holdings. This coin is frequently described as a modern classic, one that bridges everyday circulation and serious collecting with ease. The 50-cent denomination itself is one of the most collected in Australia. Being part of this popular series adds built-in demand and liquidity. Collectors completing date runs or commemorative sets consistently seek out the 2000 issue because of its unique place in history. Nostalgia plays a powerful role in demand. Many people remember the year 2000 vividly, and that emotional connection often turns interest into action. Circulated coins from the millennium year feel personal, familiar, and meaningful, which strengthens their appeal across generations. The modern coin market has seen renewed interest in early 2000s issues, pushing coins like this into the spotlight. Auction activity shows steady engagement, especially when circulated coins are presented honestly and appreciated for their historical role. Collectors often see this coin as a sleeper with strong fundamentals, quietly building value as awareness grows. Proper handling and storage help preserve circulated examples and protect their future desirability. As fewer quality pieces remain in everyday circulation, competition among collectors naturally increases. The Millennium theme ensures this coin will always be relevant. There will never be another year like 2000. That permanent uniqueness gives the coin lasting strength in the collector market. Many collectors believe coins tied to singular global events can play a role in building extraordinary collections over time. This coin reminds people that history can live in their hands. What was once spare change now represents a moment the entire world shared. The more collectors recognize this, the stronger demand becomes. Momentum continues to grow as modern coins gain respect. The 2000 commemorative 50-cent coin stands proudly among Australia's most meaningful decimal issues. It carries history, symbolism, and national identity in one powerful design. Collectors who understand this see opportunity where others once saw ordinary change. In conclusion, the commemorative Australian 50-cent 2000 Millennium coin in circulated condition is a highly demanded modern collectible with enduring historical importance. Its royal portrait, bold Millennium design, and emotional connection to a once-in-a-lifetime year give it impressive dollar value potential in today's action market. For collectors who recognize the power of history and symbolism, this coin proves that even circulated change can become a lasting and meaningful asset. Next up, the Australian 50-cent 2007 coin is one of those modern-era pieces that continues to gain serious attention in the collector world, especially when found in very fine condition. What was once everyday pocket change is now being re-examined as a high-potential collectible, driven by rising demand, growing scarcity, and renewed interest in modern Australian decimal coins. Issued in 2007, this coin comes from a period when Australia's currency had achieved full maturity in design, durability, and global recognition. Coins from this era reflect confidence and stability, qualities that collectors increasingly value as modern coins transition into historical assets. The year 2007 sits at an important point in Australia's numismatic timeline. It represents a generation that remembers using these coins daily, which adds a powerful layer of nostalgia that often fuels long-term collector demand. One of the most striking features of the Australian 50-cent coin is its distinctive 12-sided shape. This dodecagonal design remains iconic worldwide and instantly signals Australian identity, making the coin easily recognizable and highly collectible. In very fine condition, the 2007 50-cent coin shows minimal wear with strong remaining detail. This level of preservation is especially attractive because it balances real circulation history with excellent visual appeal. The obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, reinforcing continuity and tradition within Australia's currency system. Coins featuring her portrait are consistently popular, and different years of issue are actively collected and compared. The portrait on the 2007 coin reflects modern minting precision, with clear facial detail and balanced proportions that remain impressive even after years of circulation. On the reverse, the Australian coat of arms delivers bold national symbolism. The kangaroo and emu, supporting the shield beneath the Commonwealth star, represent strength, unity, and national pride. Collectors are naturally drawn to coins that carry strong national imagery, and the 50-cent denomination has always been one of the most emotionally significant coins in Australian circulation. The 2007 issue is becoming increasingly desirable as fewer high-quality examples remain in everyday use. Coins in very fine condition are now standing out as premium examples within the modern 50-cent series. Rarity in modern coins often develops gradually, and the 2007 50-cent coin is a perfect example. As time passes, survival in higher condition becomes the defining factor that drives value. The collector market has shown growing enthusiasm for late 2000s decimal coins, recognizing that these pieces are no longer modern pocket change, but emerging collectibles. Auction interest reflects steady competition, particularly when coins are clearly described and show strong remaining detail and natural surfaces. Market values in dollars vary depending on demand and presentation, but very fine examples consistently attract stronger attention than heavily worn pieces. Collectors understand that condition is king, and very fine coins offer an ideal combination of quality, affordability, and future upside. The 50-cent series itself is one of the most collected denominations in Australia. Being part of this popular series adds built-in demand and long-term confidence. As collectors work to complete date runs, coins like the 2007 issue become essential, increasing competition and interest. This coin also appeals strongly to collectors who focus on modern Australian history, as it represents everyday life during a well-remembered era. Nostalgia plays a major role in numismatics, and coins from the mid-2000s are now reaching the stage where memories turn into collecting motivation. Very fine condition coins retain sharp edges, clear lettering, and pleasing surfaces, all of which enhance eye appeal and desirability. The auction market rewards coins that are familiar yet increasingly hard to find in quality condition, and the 2007 50-cent fits this profile perfectly. Collectors who think long-term often look for coins with strong fundamentals rather than hype, and this issue offers exactly that. Proper storage and careful handling help preserve the coin's condition and protect its long-term value potential. As circulation examples continue to decline, demand naturally strengthens for coins that have survived in attractive condition. The 2007 50-cent coin is increasingly being discussed as a sleeper coin, quietly gaining momentum without sudden spikes. This steady growth pattern appeals to patient collectors who understand how value builds over time. The coin's clean design, strong symbolism, and recognizability give it lasting appeal across generations. International collectors also recognize Australia's unique 50-cent design, adding broader market interest. The modern era of Australian coin collecting is gaining respect, and coins like the 2007 issue are benefiting from this shift. What once seemed ordinary is now becoming increasingly special as availability changes. Collectors who recognize this transition often position themselves early. The possibility that modern coins can contribute to life-changing collections keeps excitement alive in the hobby. This coin reminds people that value often hides in plain sight. The more collectors look closely at modern issues, the stronger demand becomes. Momentum continues to build quietly but confidently. The Australian 50-cent 2007 coin is no longer just spare change. It is becoming a recognized collectible with growing respect. Its place in the 50-cent series strengthens its long-term outlook. Collectors who understand this see opportunity, not weakness. In conclusion, the Australian 50-cent 2007 coin in very fine condition stands as a highly demanded modern collectible with strong historical presence and rising market confidence. Its iconic design, national symbolism, and emerging scarcity give it impressive dollar value potential in today's action market. For collectors who understand the power of patience and condition, this coin proves that even modern decimal issues can play a role in building extraordinary and potentially life-changing collections. Next up, the Australian 50-cent 1983 coin is one of those classic decimal-era pieces that continues to command attention in the collector market, especially when preserved in very good condition. What once circulated quietly through everyday life is now being recognized for its historical importance, strong visual identity, and growing demand among collectors who understand long-term value. Released in 1983, this coin comes from a decade that many collectors now see as a golden period of Australian decimal currency. The early 1980s were a time of stability, national confidence, and strong minting standards, and coins from this era carry a solid reputation for quality and consistency. The 1983 50-cent coin represents a mature phase of Australia's decimal system. By this time, the public had fully embraced decimal currency, and the Royal Australian Mint was producing coins that balanced durability with strong artistic design. One of the most instantly recognizable features of this coin is its distinctive 12-sided shape. The dodecagonal design sets Australia's 50-cent coin apart from almost every other circulating coin in the world, giving it immediate identity and collector appeal. In very good condition, the 1983 coin shows honest circulation, where while retaining clear details and strong overall presence. Many collectors appreciate this balance, as it reflects real history without sacrificing visual strength. The obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing continuity and tradition within Australian coinage. Coins bearing her portrait from different decades are widely collected, and the 1983 issue represents an important stage in her long reign. The portrait remains clear and dignified in very good condition, with facial details and lettering that still stand out. This durability highlights the high-quality minting standards of the era. On the reverse, the Australian coat of arms delivers powerful national symbolism. The kangaroo and emu, supporting the shield beneath the Commonwealth star, create a design that is both bold and deeply meaningful. Collectors are naturally drawn to coins that represent national identity, and the 50-cent denomination has always played a central role in Australia's circulating currency. The 1983 50-cent coin is increasingly appreciated because it comes from a time that now feels historic rather than modern. As decades pass, coins from the early 1980s continue to gain respect and attention. Rarity for this coin is closely connected to condition. While examples exist, finding pieces today in very good condition with balanced wear and strong detail is becoming more challenging, as circulation coins are lost, damaged, or removed from everyday use. The remaining well-preserved examples become more desirable. This natural process steadily increases collector competition. The action market has shown growing interest in everyday decimal coins from the 1970s and 1980s. Collectors are revisiting these years with fresh eyes, and the 1983 issue benefits directly from this trend. Market values in dollars can vary depending on demand and presentation, but very good condition examples consistently attract more attention than heavily worn pieces. Collectors understand that value is not just about age, but about survival. Coins that remain attractive after decades of use naturally rise in demand. The 50-cent series itself is one of the most actively collected denominations in Australia. Being part of this popular series gives the 1983 coin built-in demand and long-term confidence. Many collectors focus on completing date runs, and the 1983 50-cent coin is an essential piece in any serious collection of the series. This coin also appeals strongly to collectors who lived through the 1980s, adding a layer of nostalgia that strengthens emotional connection and market interest. Nostalgia plays a powerful role in numismatics, and coins from this era now sit at the perfect age where memories turn into collecting motivation. Very good condition coins retain clear legends, readable dates, and pleasing surfaces, all of which enhance eye appeal and desirability. Auction environments show steady interest in early 1980s 50-cent coins, especially when condition is clearly described and well presented. Collectors who think long-term often see coins like the 1983 issue as quiet performers, steadily gaining value without sudden hype. Proper storage and careful handling help preserve the coin's condition and support its future appeal. As fewer quality examples remain in circulation, demand naturally strengthens among collectors and investors alike. The 1983 50-cent coin is often described as a sleeper coin, one that builds momentum gradually as awareness spreads. This steady growth pattern appeals to patient collectors who understand how strong collections are built over time. The coin's clean, bold design ensures it remains recognizable and respected even as collecting trends evolve. International collectors also appreciate Australia's unique 50-cent coin, adding broader interest beyond local markets. The early 1980s are now firmly established as a collectible era, and coins from this period continue to gain traction. What once felt like ordinary pocket change is now becoming increasingly special as availability changes. Collectors who recognize this shift position themselves ahead of the curve. The idea that everyday coins can contribute to life-changing collections keeps excitement alive in the hobby. This coin reminds collectors that opportunity often hides in plain sight. The more attention given to early decimal coins, the stronger demand becomes. Momentum continues to build as supply quietly tightens. The Australian 50-cent 1983 coin is no longer overlooked. It is becoming a respected modern classic within the 50-cent series. Its place in Australian monetary history strengthens its long-term outlook. Collectors who understand this see strength, not weakness. In conclusion, the Australian 50-cent 1983 coin in very good condition stands as a highly demanded and increasingly respected collectible. Its iconic shape, strong national symbolism, and growing collector interest give it impressive dollar value potential in today's action market. For those who appreciate history, condition, and patience, this coin proves that even everyday decimal issues can play a powerful role in building extraordinary and potentially life-changing collections.